EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 28-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a Chicago Bears.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Cohen. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Kaepernick. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 0. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Complete to
Adam Thielen. Touchdown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cohen on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Eric Kendricks.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
43-yard line.
On third down, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores. From pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
.39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And a little floater there is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Cohen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Eric Kendricks.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 33-yard line.
Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Kaepernick. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards the pick up there.
A 7-yard pick.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And now look at him go. The 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And his kick is right through. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returning it, Johnson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
A gain of 11.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete.
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
All square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. Back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now left side on the swing pass. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
At the throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Johnson now returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Dan Bailey.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll move the chains. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of...
With that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. 11 yards there, first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Colin Kaepernick. extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Eddie Piñeiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
26-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd down, it's Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Cousins. A bullet thrown, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The kick is
big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
To throw is Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson.
Kaepernick's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. He's back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The tackle made back at the 40.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Score, Vikings.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for Minnesota, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.